Earth, cooling the core of Earth.
And somehow in somewhere in Hong Kong, there's a huge fucking hole in the middle of the earth. No one's seen it. It's big enough for King Kong to go through it, and it goes all the way down to the center of the earth. But nobody's ever fucking seen it. All right, we're back. It's fucking Friday. No wait, today's not Friday. It's Monday. March 22nd. Oh, fuck, I don't know what day it is.
It's like 3 days after.
It's fucking Monday.
Like you realize that you just traveled through time, like in a split second. You just travel through time.
Dude, I think I'm secretly like the Flash. I don't know where I am sometimes. I just randomly appear. It's March 22nd. Apparently it's Monday. We're back. 2021, March 22nd. Apparently it's Monday. And we're back. Every day is the same for me, man. I wake up, I go to work, I come home, I get drunk.
Every fucking
Every day is the
same
same.
here, bro.
I can't distinguish one from the other.
I think our bodies want it to be Friday, even though Friday's meaningless. You still work on fucking Friday.
Yeah, you still work
like,
Saturday.
You know.
It's Saturday morning, you still gotta go to work. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey kids, guess what? Life does really suck.
It does. Enjoy your childhood while you can.
Yeah, for real. Anyways. What's up, dude? You drinking?
Nothing much. I am. I'm drinking these platinum seltzers, 8%.
So
and
why
it's really getting me.
Why is it called a seltzer? What's in it that's not in something?
It's not a real beer. It's just seltzer water that has alcohol in it, and it's supposed to have less calories.
What is seltzer water? Like Alka-Seltzers? Does it fizzle?
It's kind of like bubbly water, kind of like Topo Chico.
Like mineral water?
Yeah, it's kind of like mineral water. Yeah, like bubbly water. This one is flavored wild berry. This is the best one so far. The other ones taste like shit.
Wild berry.
Yeah, they're. I mean, it's like drinking water, but you're getting a buzz. It's cool, I guess. And they're not as, I don't know, filling. Like you don't feel bloated like with beer. I don't know.
Maybe someday I'll try one. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, some people are gonna be like, you're being a pussy because you're not drinking beer. You're a pussy. But I'm old, motherfucker.
If I ever get neutered, I might try one.
Shut the fuck up.
Just saying, bro. Anyways, we're gonna get on to the reason you're all fucking here. Godzilla vs. Kong. Dude, they fucking showed it to a bunch of critics. So that the reviews can go out before the movie releases on March 31st.
Yeah.
People like you and me, because we're not famous, and we don't have 1 million subscribers, we didn't get to watch it,
Of course not.
we don't
We're
live
gonna have to wait like all the other
like all the rest of y'all motherfuckers. We don't live in our mom's basement and fucking in San Francisco making videos every 5 minutes, posting it on the internet, and getting 1 million followers. We got jobs and lives, so we're at a disadvantage.
I'm starting to think you know someone in San Francisco that is in that same life situation.
No, I'm just saying, like, there's some channels out there that are super popular, and
Yeah.
that's what they do all day. They're lucky that the mom doesn't give a shit that they don't pay rent and are leeching off of her, and and all they do is hang out in their room making videos and shit. They're lucky. Shit, my mom.
I'm gonna vacuum Richie. God damn it, Mom! I'm gonna record. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so we're gonna we didn't get a copy of the movie and shit to review or talk about, but luckily other nerds did, and luckily some of them have accounts on Reddit. So today we are gonna spoil the entire Godzilla versus Kong movie, and I'm fucking serious. 100%. This is the entire fucking movie. If you don't like spoilers, I don't know why the fuck you're clicked on this. You are about to hear the whole fucking movie, beat by beat. We're gonna go by it. Some of the fucking theories that I made in the last Godzilla versus Kong special video that we made, some of them came fucking true. But this is real, man, and I'll tell you why I know this is real in a little bit. Once we start going through it, I'm gonna start reading it through you. This is on Reddit. This is already leaked everywhere. This is on Reddit. This is probably gonna find it on the internet. Y'all, if you search, you'll find this whole fucking thing. It's real. This is the movie. So let's fucking do this. We're gonna jump right in. You ready, dude?
Yeah.
All right. So the movie starts. This guy even describes the opening credits. Apparently, the opening credits, the way they start this movie,
yeah,
is with a bracket system. Like, I haven't seen this, so I don't know how to describe this. But apparently, they're showing you all the Titans of them fighting, like a bracket system. When you have all these teams and one faces another, and then one moves on to the next bracket and so on. You've seen shit like that. They're showing a bracket system of the different Titans that were fighting each other, and at the very end, it's Godzilla and Kong at the end. So that's the final match. And so then the movie opens up, and this is number one why I know this is true. This leak actually came out months ago.
Oh, really?
This first beginning, was months ago, and I was like,
by the same author?
No, there's a
different one.
It might have been. I don't know. Okay. These people on Reddit are anonymous, dude, and they make multiple accounts, so we don't know. This might have been the same source. This first scene that I'm going to describe here was already leaked, and I was like, that's kind of weird. I didn't know to believe it or not, so I never really said anything about it. But now, this guy says it, and today or the day before, but I don't know when, because apparently today's Monday. I didn't even fucking know. One of these past days, Warner Media or HBO Max, they released a clip of the movie. And the clip is exactly this. What was already fucking said months ago, and what this guy's saying. The movie,
gotcha.
Yeah, the movie opens up with Kong, and he's walking on Skull Island, and he's taking a shower or whatever, or just walking through a waterfall, and we see that little girl, and she runs over there up to Kong, and that's when we see her with that little toy, and she sees Kong, and Kong kind of looks at her or whatever, and then he gets up and he grabs this tree. And the tree kind of is pointy and it looks like a spear. And this is in the clip they have already shown us. And he just looks at the sky and he's fucking pissed. He's like, ah! And he fucking throws the fucking tree. And the tree goes and it smashes the sky. And a little piece of the sky breaks, and you find out that it's not a sky. It's like a thing.
And you wrote this.
Huh?
And he wrote this.
He wrote this months ago. He wrote this months ago. Like this.
So you called it then?
No, I didn't call it.
He said that on a...
He called it.
Well,
he said he had seen this.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, some random guy on Reddit had described this scene months ago. And I said, it's kind of weird. I don't know if I believe it. But Warner just shown us a fucking clip of this. And you're seeing it right now. So, and now this guy's saying this is how the movie starts. So, they take us outside of this dome that Kong is actually in. And you find out that it's actually in Skull Island. But everything around Skull Island is going to hell. The weather's crazy. It's like a hurricane. Everything's fucking up. And only they're protecting Kong. And we don't know why this is happening. So they're basically have Kong in a dome and they're protecting him. Because I'm guessing because he's the last of his species.
Yeah.
So they don't want him.
Yeah, it sounds like they have him like in a zoo, but in his own,
habitat.
That's the word, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then, I guess they take us, the scene changes. And from here on, this is the second guy from Reddit. And this is probably one of the guys they send the movie to to review or critique, and this son of a bitch is going on Reddit and just spoiling it. He doesn't give a fuck. He just changed his name. He went to Starbucks to use the internet there, so the IP is different. No, they're never gonna catch who this was.
Yeah, and he's probably using a VPN too.
Yeah, do you know, like, Warner, you should have just sent us the movie if you wanted it to leak. I'm just saying. Shit, I would have put the whole footage down here for all of y'all. I mean, it would have had our
flag like that.
No, no. We put these fucking logos down here for a reason. All right. So far, we haven't been flagged. It works.
The Google fucking thing is like.
All of a sudden, yeah. All of a sudden, this video never fucking even gets uploaded. Fuck. God. So, anyways. Then they take us to this character called Bernie Hayes, and it's that okay, we've seen it, Millie Bobby Brown with a little kid, and then they go to meet some black dude that's all like, dude, he's a nerd and he knows about Godzilla and shit. That dude, apparently, he's a conspiracy podcaster, and he's actually a former Apex employee. Now, I'm gonna have to explain this to this motherfucker down here because he still hasn't seen King of the Monsters. Apex are the bad guys. They're the terrorist organization that wants to use the monsters to fuck up the world. You know, that's what they are. And apparently, this guy used to work for Apex, but now he's a conspiracy podcaster. We're following him now, and apparently he's trying to sneak back into the Apex base in Florida, and he's trying to get footage of something that he thinks that's happening there. But when he gets there to try to sneak in, Godzilla attacks and fucking destroys everything. But this guy, while he's there, he manages to figure out that there's a new Orca device. The Orca device, Kike, was this device that the bad guys, Millie Bobby Brown's Madison Russell, that's her name in the movie, her mother had made this device to communicate with the monsters, to talk to the monsters, and speak their language and shit. And so that's the Orca. And so now I guess Apex is developing a new one, or they have a new one. So then we go, they change scenes, and now we're with Millie Bobby Brown, Madison Russell, and she's seeing all the news about Godzilla destroying and shit. And she talks to her dad, and we already know who her dad is, that scientist from that other movie too. And Monarch doesn't know why Godzilla's attacking. They can't figure it out. And so then these two guys visit her dad. And one of the guys is played by Alexander Skarsgård, from the Skarsgård family. And he is this... Yeah, he's this ex-Monarch scientist that wrote this book on the Hollow Earth. And he's mad, he doesn't work for Monarch anymore, and he's mad because his brother also was all about the Hollow Earth, and he worked for Monarch, and he went on the first expedition to try to go to the Hollow Earth, and he died. All the team died, and they never came back. And so then they go, whatever. There's these other two guys. One of them is actually the son of the, what's his name? Dr. Serizawa from the first two movies. The one that goes, let them fight. This is his son and another rich guy that he knows. And they go visit, Nathan, which is that little girl's dad, Millie Bobby Brown's dad or whatever. And they tell him that they believe they can find the Hollow Earth, and they can help, that there's something down there that they can find, and it'll help them stop Godzilla. And so they take the scientist, the crazy one who was all about the Hollow Earth, and they tell him, like, dude, your theory about using Kong to lead us into the Hollow Earth, because that guy had a theory in his book, and the theory is that Kong and his relatives, that they left the Earth and went to the Hollow Earth, and that's where all the Kongs were, and that's where they really are, and that by instinct, Kong should be able to find his way down there, because that's where all his ancestors have traveled to. And they tell them, like, we need to take Kong to Antarctica and set him free, and he'll find the way to the Hollow Earth. He'll find the cave or wherever. He'll just sense it. And they tell them, like, dude, well, first of all, like, the rich guy, because one of these guys is rich, and he tells him, I'll pay for the whole operation. And well, this guy, he tells Monarch, and they said, well, fuck it, let's do it. You know, let's give it a shot. Um, at the same time, again, uh, Millie Bobby Brown listens to the podcast that this other guy's the conspiracy theories, and she's all like, "That's not a conspiracy. He's right." And so she goes and picks up her little Deadpool friend or whatever from that movie Deadpool, and they go to visit him. You know, and I don't know, just be kids like Scooby Doo, looking for clues and shit. Um, yeah. So Nathan, they and Monarch, they go to Skull Island. They meet the doctor, and the doctor tells them about the little girl, and she has a bond with Khan. Blah 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 blah. They convince them that you know that if they let Kong into the Antarctica, that he'll find his way to the Hollowed Earth, and finally he can be among his people because there's probably more Kongs down there. That's what they believe. And so they're all like, okay, we'll do it for Kong. And so once that happens, and I'm reading this, and again we're drinking and smoking, so I might fuck up here and lose my place. So I'm trying not to.
Yeah.
So they take Kong in the aircraft carrier. We've already seen all of this in the fucking, uh, trailer, and they're taking Kong. They gas him and shit, and they're taking him. And of course, Godzilla senses King Kong because King Kong kind of starts getting awake or whatever, and he senses him, and so he attacks. And of course, Kong basically loses this fucking match, because he's outside of his element. Godzilla's just like he's like a crocodile, and Kong fucking is a monkey who in the middle of the ocean trying to swim, you know. So he fucking loses. But what ends up happening, because Kong is kind of like, I guess, playing dead or whatever, or maybe he is on a knockdown conscience. This really doesn't explain it, but they just say Kong loses. And the way the humans stop Godzilla is they literally turn off all the engines off of all their military and shit and tell all the planes to leave the fuck away.
Yeah.
And everyone shuts down. And then Godzilla, once he sees that there's no threat, he leaves. Once all the
Godzilla was sensing all the vibrations of all the fucking communication satellite and whatnot and all that shit.
All the airplanes shooting at them and shit. Like once everything calmed down, Kong. I'm guessing Kong is probably just unconscious, floating, like probably knocked out. So I don't know what happened to Kong, but they just said that Godzilla leaves. And so they realize that Godzilla's gonna keep coming for Kong as long as Kong is awake because he's gonna sense him. So they need to change their plan. So they decide to fucking take Kong to the Antarctica, but this time through the air. Godzilla can't fly. And so they fucking strap him to a bunch of fucking helicopters. And I think this is even in one of the new trailers or clips or something, because I think I've seen this, and I'm probably showing it right now if I've seen it. But yeah, they're fucking flying in a bunch of nets, just like in the old movie. Do you remember that scene in the old movie where they're taking Kong and all the helicopters are fucking just carrying them in a net?
Wow.
That's basically what they're doing, and they're taking them all the way to Antarctica.
Wow. So it's an homage.
It is a little bit of an homage, dude. I hope people fucking notice that and shit.
That makes me want to see the original King Kong.
Dude, that movie was pretty fucking legit. And it's kind of shitty because it's probably two of the worst costume designs of both characters. Okay, so they take Kong to the Antarctic. And once they're there, they tell the little girl, hey, go tell him to go look for his family and shit. The little girl, I guess, communicates to Kong and tells him, like, you need to go into a cave and look for your family down there. They're
so I haven't seen the first movie. How the fuck is she communicating with the...
She's a brand new character. They're gonna explain. Again, this guy's just summarizing it beat by beat. The details are not here, but hopefully we'll see the details because I want to know too how the fuck this little girl communicates with this monkey.
Yeah.
And tells him to go into a cave and look for your family. So I guess Kong listens to her and they start going in through the caves and the team. And I guess they're in those ships that we've seen floating behind Kong. Remember in the air? I guess that's where they are. They follow Kong. So then, Bernie, Madison, and Josh, which is, Millie Bobby Brown and her fucking Scooby-Doo team, they fucking go to Apex. And they find a fucking an underground facility in Florida, and they find that they have skull crawler eggs.
Well, in Florida, this is located in Florida.
Underground.
Uh huh.
Yeah. And
Wait, I thought we were going to Antarctica.
no, Millie Bobby Brown and the Scooby Doo team, which is the
Oh,
conspiracy
okay.
theorist guy, the little fat kid from Deadpool, and her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
doing their own thing on the side. They're just being fucking kids, and they're getting in
All
trouble.
right, gotcha.
Oh, we're solving mysteries because that's
So
what's
they
up.
haven't even flown. They haven't even gotten to Antarctica then.
Monarch and everyone else has. The
Oh, okay.
adults took Kong to Antarctica.
Oh, I thought they took the girl. I thought you. I don't know. Never mind.
No, Millie Bobby Brown is by herself, dude. She's by herself
Okay,
with
okay,
her
okay.
friends. They're
Because
just
I was
being
about to say,
Scooby-Doo.
like, how come, like, they just get this little girl to go with these fucking guys to manage a fucking animal that's like fucking more than 10 feet tall? Anyways, go ahead. I misunderstood you.
You understood me right, but look, this is what I'm telling y'all, people. We're drunk and we're fucked up. This guy didn't. This guy just it flew over his head. Look, let me just explain it to you really quick, dude. There is a little girl that one of the scientists found in Skull Island, and somehow she communicates with Kong, so they kept her like a little pet.
Oh, that's not Millie Bobby. Okay, gotcha. That's a different girl.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Millie Bobby Brown is with the Scooby Doo team solving mysteries.
Different thing.
That's how we're gonna. That's what we're gonna refer to them as, the Scooby Doo team.
Damn it! I need to see the first movie then. I hope it's an HBO Plus.
It probably is. I don't know.
Probably
just
is.
fucking use your VPN. Fuck that.
Anyways,
So,
go back. We already cleared that out.
They go to the the Scooby Doo team. They go to fucking Florida and to that base that Godzilla destroyed, and they're looking for shit, inspecting, and they find out that it goes underground. That there's more shit underground, and they go underground, and down there's a whole facility, and they have skull crawler eggs. And they're all like, holy shit, like Apex has skull crawler eggs. That's insane.
What is that?
That is the monsters from the movie King Kong. The ones that look like a snake, but they had hands and a skull.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, they had eggs of those guys. And so they find this platform, and when they get to the platform, like they start moving the eggs. They press a button and the eggs start moving down the like a turnbuckle, and they get to this hole, and then they get sucked in the hole, and they go, and then these guys are all like, "What the fuck is that?" So I guess because also again like this is just fucking doing whatever. This is the way this guy wrote it. I'm guessing these guys get close to the hole, and it sucks them in. The Scooby-Doo team gets sucked in.
What?
Yes. And so we follow them, and we find out that this tunnel from Florida that has been built by Apex sucks you, and boom, you travel, and then all of a sudden you're in Hong Kong. You're in a facility in Hong Kong.
How does that even work?
I don't know. I want to see it. I want to see how
You would have to go like down to like South America, go around to down to fucking like Argentina, and then go up all the way to fucking like California, and then go to Hong Kong.
No, because you're in Florida. You would just go straight underneath the Atlantic, across the Atlantic, go, I don't know, through Africa.
Like underneath the earth?
Yes,
like
yeah.
underneath the freaking like tectonic plates and whatnot?
They're talking about Hollow Earth and shit, so maybe they figure out. Hopefully they explain this, because
this sounds insane.
It sounds fucking insane, and I'm excited to see it, but at the same time, like, I'm kind of raising questions the same way you are. But anyways, so they end up in Hong Kong in a facility over there, and they're like, holy shit, this is like, we're solving mysteries. You know, whatever.
I hope they actually do that. Yeah. Holy shit, it's like, we're solving mysteries.
They're the fucking, they're the Scooby-Doo team. That's what they do. They solve mysteries. Anyways, let's keep going, bro. Kong, now we're to the adult side. Now we're with the adults. And Kong is leading them to the hollowed earth. And they finally get to the hollowed earth, and they figure out that the gravity and the atmosphere is higher, but like it's just different over there. The air is more pure, and that's why things are bigger. But everything resembles Skull Island. It looks just like
Yeah,
Skull
in
Island.
theory, like the air should be like denser.
Yeah, yeah. So
So
the gravity is thicker and shit like that, you know. Um, but then they're attacked. They're attacked by these winged snakes that we've seen in the trailer. And of course, Kong saves the day. Kong kills them, and they keep traveling, and they get to this cave. And when they get to this cave, there's on the outside of the cave, there's an imprint of a Kong, a bloody red hand on the imprint, and Kong touches it, and we've seen this in the trailer too.
mm-hmm.
And so they go into the cave, and we get into the cave. There's a fucking throne room, I guess carved into the rock, to the stone, a big chair, and so Kong goes and he sits on the chair. And so Kong's sitting on his fucking throne, and all of a sudden there's this like blue liquid like flowing through the ground, like, and it looks like Godzilla's energy. Like, and we've seen this in the trailer. I thought it was the bones of the dead Godzilla, but apparently it's like liquid flowing through. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. This is the way this guy's describing
That's weird.
it. This is the way this guy's describing it. I don't know what the explanation's gonna be. But yeah, there's all this blue energy crawling through the rocks. And to me, it looked like the shape of Godzilla. But all of a sudden, they take us away to another scene, and we're back. We're back with the Scooby-Doo squad, and they're solving mysteries. And they're in Hong Kong, and they come into this hangar, and then they see it in all its beautiful glory, Mecha Godzilla, in this fucking bunker, just there built in Hong Kong. And they're all like, what the fuck? And so, you know, they begin to, be...
Did they explain why they are sending the eggs? Like, are the Japanese using those eggs?
It's not the Japanese. This is Apex. It's a terrorist organization with a lot of money.
Okay. I thought like I was like,
don't be
Apex
racist,
Japan.
you ass.
I'm not fucking being racist, you asshole. I'm just asking.
There's a lot of serious shit happening to our Asian Americans, and you're over here talking shit about.
I'm you fucking asshole. I'm fucking asking a legit question. I was like, well, are they fucking like the Japanese over there, like working in conjunction with Apex, or? So Apex has two different locations.
It's not like just white people. Terrorists could be anybody, okay? If you're crazy, you can join the organization, and you can be crazy of any nationality. All right, don't just be being racist, you ass.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, I fucking talk. Jesus Christ.
All right, so they see it, but then they freak the fuck out because one of the eggs, the skull crawler eggs, starts hatching. And this little fucking baby skull crawler comes out of the egg and starts attacking the Scooby-Doo squad, and so they fucking run, Scooby-Doo, and they run away and shit. Whatever. But when that happens, the Mecha Godzilla turns on and just fucking like, it just boom, kills the fucking skull crawler baby, and then it just goes to sleep. So
they're using those little things for bait.
No,
to make sure that
they're
it's working
testing
correctly.
it. Yeah, they're testing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that makes sense. So and then
okay.
So yeah. And then these guys, they go up there into the robot, and they go to the head, and they realize that the skull, the metal underneath it, that it's the skull of King Ghidorah from the previous movie. Because they bought at the end of the movie, they bought the head, and you didn't see it yet, you ass.
I'm fucking trying to watch it. God damn it! Stop shaming me.
I will shame you, and everyone will shame you as well for not watching that movie. Don't even see this movie until you see that movie, because you're not gonna be you're gonna be lost.
Duh.
You're gonna be lost. So we finally find out why that fucking rich guy, and that other guy, Kirizawa's son, were there. Apparently, they are not trying to find the Hollow Earth and help Kong find his people for the expedition. They want to go to the Hollow Earth because they're part of Apex. They want to go to they're fucking part of Apex, and they want to go to Hollow Earth.
Oh, so they're part of it too?
Yeah. and they're pretending, but they're also part of it. They're these terrorists, and so they want to go down there to the Hollow Earth. You find out to get the energy that's down there that Kong was getting. They want to get it so that they can power Mecha Godzilla. Because apparently they can't really turn him on. He kind of turns on a little bit and then shuts off. I don't know. Yeah. So Kong, then we go back to Kong and he's down there. He's sitting on his throne, basking in all of his glory. And he sees an axe from the past, from his ancestors. And all the energy, the liquid, is actually flowing towards the axe. And so while they're there, Apex, they start taking the energy because they already, we're at Hollow Earth. They took us, those suckers. So they start draining the blue energy, and then they start sending it to the surface to send it to Mechagodzilla. And so they start slowly.
Okay, so let me stop you there for a bit. Because, goddamn it, like, I hope they explain this shit or at least make it.
This guy's just summarizing it. He's not giving us details. That's the thing.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I know. I like, because, like, to me, it's so far fetched that, like, a huge fucking animal has to go to Antarctica to go underneath a hole and find this other fucking place where back in the day, was there, like, a bunch of King Kongs back in the day?
They're gonna find skeletons and shit.
And they had a throne and everything, so they were like kind of like the missing link or some shit like that.
They were the kings of Hollow Earth. That's what they were. And Godzilla was the king of the Earth up here.
Okay.
That's the difference.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Because I was thinking, goddamn, like
I think this movie is trying to establish is that they're both kings of their own domains. King Kong really is from the hollowed earth. He's from inside the earth. And Kong has always been outside. And so that's the thing I think they're trying to explain.
You mean Godzilla is on the outside?
Yeah. Godzilla's on the outside. Kong is inside the earth. Hollow earth.
Yeah. All right, I proceed.
Okay. So they start sending the energy up to Mechagodzilla. And just slowly start powering him 100% on. And so when they start doing that, Godzilla senses Mechagodzilla. Like, he senses Ghidorah because it's really Ghidorah's brain, but it's Ghidorah's head and his brain, but it's encased in metal to look like Godzilla. And so, but he senses him, and so of course, like I said in our previous video, he's looking for Ghidorah, and so he goes and he fucking starts attacking Hong Kong. And for whatever reason, apparently, I thought he was attacking Mechagodzilla, but he goes to Hong Kong, and he starts sensing King Kong, and he supercharges his atomic breath, and he fires straight down the earth, all the way through the ground, all the way to Hollow Earth.
What?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Because he senses Kong.
Let's review like the Apex plan. So their plan is we have this fucking robot that looks just like Godzilla. And it can fucking like kill
Godzilla. Can kill Godzilla.
Well, yeah, but I mean like they're feeding him like all these other monsters. So I guess like every monster is a monster regardless of the fact they're like either Hollow Earth monster or like ocean monster, whatever.
The point is that Godzilla is the strongest one, so they want him dead. If they can kill him with whatever method they kill him, everything else is easy. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. All these other little things they can kill. They can kill, but Godzilla is the indestructible one, and that's what they want.
And they're the terrorists.
They are the terrorists, but they also want to control the other monsters and use them.
Gotcha.
To destroy cities and shit. They're just crazy.
All right.
They're crazy motherfuckers who are high on drugs. They probably hung out with us when we were kids, but then we went our separate ways. They're crazy. They're crazy motherfuckers. You made me lose where the fuck I was. Oh yeah, I don't know why. Godzilla senses Kong underneath the earth, and he fires straight down, breaks the fucking surface and the earth, and it keeps firing and firing, and it goes all the way down to fucking hollowed earth. That's crazy. So then Kong is sitting on his throne room, and the ceiling from his throne room starts to collapse on him because the atomic breath is finally reaching there, apparently.
So he's been sitting there all this time. He's just like
all of
this.
all of this is happening. Yeah, I mean, he's looking at his axe or whatever. This is all probably maybe happening at the same time for all we know.
Yeah.
When the fucking the top of his throne starts crumbling down, all these other like bats, and we've seen this. Those bats come out, and they start attacking, and Kong starts fighting them and shit. So they see this hole there in the hollowed earth, and they fuck the humans, and they use it, and they go through the hole, and Godzilla's breath finally makes it, and Kong goes through the hole too, and when they come out of the hole, they're in Hong Kong. Yeah, conveniently. Like, there's a hole right there. Let's go in. And we went in, and holy shit, we're right here where we need to be, in Hong Kong.
Thank God no water came in through the hole, like, or anything like
or
that.
anything else, like burning magma, dirt, or
there
sulfur,
wasn't like a huge
gas explosions
of water coming inside of the hole and shit like that, draining the earth, cooling the core of Earth.
And somehow somewhere in Hong Kong, there's a huge fucking hole in the middle of the earth. No one's seen it. It's big enough for King Kong to go through it, and it goes all the way down to the center of the earth. But nobody's ever fucking seen it.
Yet Japan is like this
Cheers.
small.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
That's China, my friend. Hong Kong.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh my God, I keep thinking Japan.
Yeah.
I keep thinking Tokyo. You said Hong Kong. You're right. You're right.
Because this is trying to appeal to the Chinese market, because, you know, they have over 1 billion people on that continent, and we want the money. So if we include the Chinese in the movies, they'll fucking go see it. Of course. That's how Hollywood thinks, my friend. So yeah. Here we are, and that's where we finally get the battle, Godzilla versus Kong, round 2. Kong's all like, this time I'm not in the water, bitch, and I brought my axe that fucking absorbs your fucking breath. And fucking, obviously, they go to town. They start fighting, and this, all he says is that, obviously, this round, Kong wins. The first one, Godzilla won because he was in the water. This one, Kong's gonna win. And he wins. So now we go back to the Scooby-Doo squad, and they're over there still fucking around in the Mecha King Godzilla, Ghidorah, or whatever you want to call him. And they find out that they can use Ghidorah's, like, his brain. They're using his brain to pilot the fucking robot. And after snooping around so much because they're fucking kids, they finally get caught. Someone finally sees them. Some security guard, some janitor who's sweeping. He's all like, "Hey, wait a minute, where those fucking kids come from? Guard, security, come pick them up, please." Like, God damn it!
Janitor, I'm just a janitor who happens to be a terrorist. Oh, what the fuck?
Bunch of
kids over here.
It's a bunch of kids. Somebody come kill these kids. So they finally get caught and they get taken in. It says that finally they gather enough energy from the hollow earth, the blue energy, and they're finally ready to turn on the Mecha Godzilla. And so they talk, and people are bitching, and there's all this bullshit, I guess. Don't turn him on. Blah, blah, blah. Some people die when he gets turned on. Some guy gets shocked by the brain and he dies when they're turning him on, because all this electricity comes out of the brain, and some people who are nearby get shocked. Some of the characters you've seen maybe for like 15 minutes, they fucking die. Who gives a shit, right? We're here to see monsters. Fuck you, characters. Best supporting actor. Whatever, dude. So yeah, they die. Fuck you. Never seen again. And then he finally wakes up. Mecha Godzilla slash Ghidorah's brain, head, skull, whatever. He wakes up, but the brain now that they have turned on or kept alive is now in control, not the humans. So fucking Ghidorah, the monster from the previous movie, apparently is still alive, except this time it's just his brain and his skull, and he's actually a robot that looks like Godzilla.
So it's an android. No. What do you call those things?
I don't know. Look, they could have they could have just kept it simple. This could have just been a robot that looks like Godzilla. That's it. Controlled by the humans. But no, we have the head. Let's fucking keep the skull and put it underneath the robot, and let's keep the brain alive, and use
it sentient
to control the robot.
Let's give these fucking arms and legs that are like 10 times better to a brain of a monster.
Yeah. We have the weapon to finally destroy all the monsters and conquer the world. Let's let a monster take over it.
Let's put a hamster brain in it.
Yes. Oh man, who writes this shit?
I don't know. I hope this guy's wrong.
No, he's not. I promise you. This is the movie. I promise you. Everybody watching, I promise you, this is 100% real. And if it's not, you can come fucking talk shit to us on the next video. I'll fucking take it. I don't care. This is real,
Tell
man.
this guy. Tell this guy.
This is real. I'm telling you, this is real. Let's keep going, man. We're almost done with the movie. So then we.
That's what you're gonna say when you're in the fucking movie theater. Let's just keep going. We're almost done with it.
We're almost done with this shit.
I'm about to walk out. No, just keep going.
Well, there's 30 minutes left. We can push through this. All right. They take us outside. I'm gonna love this movie. Fuck you. They take us outside, and we see Kong and Godzilla, and Godzilla's at this point. I don't understand. Godzilla's taking the upper hand, and Godzilla's crawling on the ground, like the way this guy's describing it, like an alligator. And he crawls up to Kong, and he starts mauling him. Like all crazy.
We've never seen Godzilla do that before.
Never in any Toho movie in the past. Nothing. If this happens, this will be interesting to see.
So he's crawling like a freaking iguana.
Yeah,
that's what Godzilla is. It's an iguana.
Yeah,
a radioactive one.
Dinosaur
iguana.
Movies, in other shitty movies.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. In one of the Japanese movies, he's an old dinosaur that got mutated. But who cares? All of a sudden, Mega Godzilla, now he's awakened, and he comes out of the mountain. And we've seen this in the very first trailer. They fucked up. Why did they put these scenes in the first trailer? They knew us nerds were gonna figure it out. Mega Godzilla. Mega Godzilla. From the first trailer, you spoiled the biggest surprise of the movie. You could have told nobody. It would have been awesome.
Yeah.
And we still would have seen it because we love that kind of shit. But you spoiled the movie by doing that. So yeah, he comes out of the mountain. He starts destroying the city. And remember, this is Mega Godzilla, but it's really Ghidorah's brain, and he's alive. And now he's all like, oh, I'm gonna get revenge because you fucking killed me, you piece of shit. Now I'm a robot and I have all these weapons. Ah! And so they start fighting and shit. And they see that Kong is dying, and the little girl that they found in the jungle or whatever that knows Kong, she starts telling the humans in whatever Aborigine language she knows, but she starts telling them that that she can sense that Kong is dying, that his heartbeat is slowing down. And so they tell them that the Scooby-Doo, then they shoot us over to the Scooby-Doo squad, and they're over there at the facility after Mechagodzilla's awoken, and they say, we have to find a way how to shut him down. We need to hack into the computers, because we're kids and we're gonna save the day.
Sure. When in reality, kids only know how to fucking Facebook and TikTok. They don't know how to fucking hack into a computer or build one or, be a fucking programmer or anything like that.
And cancel people. They're really good at that.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna cancel this Mecha Godzilla. He's being a fansif.
Anyways, so Godzilla is now fighting Mecha Godzilla, and of course he's getting his ass whooped because Mega Godzilla. We've seen the images of the toys. I mean, he has like pincers. He has fucking weapons and bazookas and shit, and he probably also bites and claws. And I mean, Godzilla's getting his ass whooped.
And let's not forget about the hamster brain.
Yeah. So Nathan, Dr. Nathan, and some other fucking MacGyver motherfucker, they figure out how to fucking use like I don't know, some kind of device to blow it up, but it's not a big explosion. I guess it's just gonna pumps like a defibrillator, like revive Kong. That's what they plan to do.
Oh, okay.
You know, and so they convince him to go do that and shit. And so they're trying to figure how to do that. They get it to work. They make an explosion or something, and Kong gets up. And he starts.
It's kind of like a defibrillator or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
To revive him. Okay.
Yeah,
got it.
So they use one of their machines to make it into a. They just make a big explosion on his chest. Is basically what they're doing. But it's a.
Let's nuke it. Maybe he'll come back.
Yeah, but it's basically like you said, it's basically a defibrillator or whatever the fuck.
Uh-huh.
And they bring him back to life, and he wakes up all supercharged, and he sees Godzilla getting his ass whooped. And so he goes there to fight Mega Godzilla. And Kong is also no match for Mecha Godzilla. At this point, Godzilla's just on the ground lying there, and Kong's trying to fight him and shit. But he's no match for him. And then the Scooby-Doo squad is watching this, and I guess they see that they're about to all fucking die or something. And the black dude, he pulls out a flask. And he says, well, I guess this is it. And he says, I'm fucking going down. At least I'm going down with a sweet woman, you know. So, yeah, he's about to take a chug and shit. And I guess...
you just called the bottle or the flask a sweet woman.
Yeah. Anyways, and just before...
Oh, my God.
Just before he drinks... The little Deadpool, the little fat kid from Deadpool, he's all like,
yeah.
Wait a minute, that's it. And he takes away the fucking the flask from him, and he pours it all over the circuit board.
Oh, I'd be so pissed. I would fucking I would give him a big smack on the face. You little and then, fucking bad bastard. We're dying.
Yeah.
We're gonna be drunk for
this. But the Scooby-Doo squad saved the day. And Mega Godzilla starts malfunctioning. Like fucking just starts malfunctioning.
Starts doing the robot.
Yeah. So Godzilla then he uses his breath to charge Kong's axe. He sees the axe and he starts charging it. And so then Kong grabs it and he jumps at Mega Godzilla and he starts fucking just chopping him up into pieces. And he destroys him. Because he starts stalling, having a fucking seizure.
But so they're inside of the thing still.
No, this is outside in the city. It's already destroyed. Fucking Hong Kong's destroyed and shit.
So I thought you said they climbed into Godzilla. They got out?
The kids, yeah. They went in there to see what it was. And then they got out and they got caught. Remember, they got caught.
I thought through all this whole thing, they were still inside, the Power Rangers inside of fucking,
They're inside
Megazord.
the facility. They were inside the facility, you know.
Uh-huh.
And they were there when the monster turned on, and apparently they managed to run out of the fucking way when this thing woke up and blasted through the mountain, destroying the entire installation and facility, and then fucking go fight the monsters. But somehow there's still power running through this half-destroyed fucking installation, and the kids managed to find the fucking computer that controls the monster.
And the terrorists aren't doing nothing about this.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone ran away, but the kids just stayed behind to be there at the right time. They're
the worst terrorists in the world. There's kids. Let's run.
No, they're running because of the monster, I guess. But still,
they're gonna cancel us.
It's lunacy. Oh my God. So Mega Godzilla is destroyed because Kong chopped him up and whatever. The kids reunite with the dad, and then at the very end we also saw this in the fucking first trailer. We see Kong with his axe on his side like that at the end, and then on the other side, and the sun's rising, and on the other side, Godzilla, like that. They're both tired. They've already fucking fought. Now I guess maybe they might be friends, but they're tired. And so then they're facing each other at the end, and Kong just is holding his axe, and he just drops it, and then he just goes like this, I guess. So I mean, that's the way this guy's describing it. So then he just, I guess Godzilla just turns around.
Very AP of him.
Yeah. Instead of fighting, Godzilla just turns around and he screams into the air really loud. And classic Godzilla. He just goes into the ocean and swims away, and you see the fins disappear. Classic. I love that. Just like in the first movie. At the final shot of the movie, we see the little girl, and she's watching Kong in Hollow Earth. And Kong is standing at the edge of a cliff, and he's looking into the distance of Hollow Earth, his new kingdom. And the song this song starts playing that I'm not even gonna mention because I don't get copyright strikes. This song comes out. Anyways, and that's the end of the fucking movie.
Okay, question for you, because I'm not fucking like conflicted here, and then like it's probably because I'm just fucking like drunk.
That's fine. So am I.
Why? Why the fuck Hong Kong? Like, is it really that fucking Hollywood has this strong fucking partnership with Hong Kong, and it has to appeal to them in order for them to fucking sell their movies?
Yes, it is.
Oh my God,
it's a well-known fact.
I know, that's fucked up.
Look,
I mean, like,
China,
Godzilla is a property of Japan.
Yes, but Japan's a small population. Like Japan, all of Japan fits in the side of Texas, by the border of Texas. Like, dude, come on, dude. They want a huge market, and the big market besides America is China. Duh.
And America's hoarding itself out just to gain more money.
Duh. That's what we're all about.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Money runs the world, my friend.
So it's kind of like the same thing they did with the whole like Doctor Strange, and instead of making what's her name? I forgot the actress name, the white lady.
Look, I don't know why they. I don't want to get into Doctor Strange. I don't know why they did that. We're talking about Kong Godzilla.
I know why they did that.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. We're talking about Kong Godzilla. This script right here. I am like, again. I think this is 100% real. This is exactly what's going to happen in the movie. If this is exactly what's going to happen in the movie, what do you think about this movie before watching it?
I'm going to hate it.
Okay, yeah, I mean, there's some parts that are stupid. A lot of parts that are stupid. And it's mostly the human story, but you gotta understand, in a movie that really is about the monsters fighting, they have to somehow make a story about how the humans fit into it. Because in reality, we wouldn't. The only people that would be fitting into it would be the government. Not a bunch of Scooby-Doo kids solving mysteries.
Yeah, of course.
And saving the day by short-circuiting Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, I mean, that's why, like, I hate movies that are trying to make something that's very out of this fucking world, trying to make it really, like, serious. And that's what takes me out of it, you know?
But they're not making it serious. This is like a big monster sci-fi fucking...
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's a real monster fucking, like, thing, do it like fucking...
Another thing.
Kung Fu Hustle. That's a perfect example. Do that movie. It's fucking out of this world. It's crazy. It's anime, but in a movie.
But, you know? Look... Number one,
and it worked. It was really good.
You honestly have not seen the last one, which I think you really should.
And I'll watch it
before you watch this movie. You need to go watch the last one.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, I think this, like I said, I 100% think this is legit. This is real. This is a guy who saw the movie because he critiqued it and left his score on fucking Rotten Tomatoes or whatever the fuck kind of nerd club he's
What
in.
was his score?
I don't know. This is just somebody on
Oh.
Reddit. But see, I'm telling you, the reason why he knows this is because he is probably one of the critics they sent the movie to. Except he has a Reddit account, an anonymous Reddit account, and he went up there and posted this shit.
Yeah.
This is real. I
Alright.
promise you.
Hey, I'll watch it. I'll fucking watch the other movie and I'll watch this one.
And we'll talk about it.
And I'll try to like it, man. Because, like, there's movies that I like that are fucking stupid as fuck, and I still like them.
Yeah.
AKA Jurassic World was good, but I hated a lot of things. But I was like, I'm just gonna go there.
It's a fun ride.
Fine. Yeah, exactly.
And I think this is going to be that kind of movie, man. If you're looking for stories about the humans, you already saw it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
There's a Scooby-Doo squad and then the government people, whatever. And the terrorists.
yeah.
And the terrorists are just crazy. It doesn't even make sense.
Crazy.
Why are they that type of terrorists?
Yeah. I don't know. Let's, what is it? On the 31st?
31st.
HBO?
Look, my biggest gripe about all this, and it was already my gripe before when we were learning about leaks and so-called rumors. Mechagodzilla could have just been a robot. Just a plain fucking robot.
Yeah.
It didn't have to be fucking Ghidorah's brain controlling his skull and on the fucking skeleton or metal Godzilla. I don't know. It didn't have to be all that elaborate.
Could have been totally controlled,
super simple,
automated by human beings.
Yeah, that's all it had to be.
So
super easy. Super easy.
They fucked up on that one. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I think that one of the parts that I thought was like, really? So you go like to America to go to the fucking like, what is it called? The not Middle Earth, underground Earth.
Yeah.
And he has a throne and everything, and I'm like, okay, why is it like so? Why the human beings thrived? If these motherfuckers were back in the day, like the biggest pieces, like the biggest shit in the world, what the fuck happened there?
Yeah, it's a weird.
I don't get that.
They
I'm
went
like,
to,
okay.
The explanation is some of them either went to sleep, and others they went to the Hollow Earth and they went down there.
Yeah.
That was I think that was the explanation in the one of the movies in the past.
Yeah.
I think that was. But anyways.
All right. I'll watch.
Look.
I don't know.
That was Kong and Godzilla. The whole fucking movie. I promise you this is probably going to 100% I believe this is going to be real. I don't know. Do you think this is going to be real?
I hope not.
Well, yeah, it probably is 100%. Anyways, yeah, it is. I promise. But this is the entire fucking movie spoiled for your motherfucking bitch asses. And with that, I ain't gonna give you no word of advice. We're just gonna toast again. Cheers, my friend. And we're gonna fucking just say, hey, on the 31st, we'll be back again. We'll fucking criticize the shit out of this movie.